You ever heard of them?
Nope.
Okay.
Nor their sport.
No. Well,
No.
you will in a minute. A team that enjoys kicking and fighting with a ball.
Sounds like my daughters.
Yeah, over at and they do this at the old East Haven High School pool. I caught up with the team this week, and here's what I found out.
Once you're in it, it becomes like your life.
As soon as I try, I felt like that was my sport.
It's the more complete sport you can ever find.
But what is it?
Today we are going to take a look at underwater rugby.
The most bizarre and brutal sport you've never heard of.
Yeah, it's not one of those usual sports you hear around the place. It's basically water polo upside down, but you're holding your breath, you're wrestling with people, and you're trying to get the ball in the other goal.
Like, why are you doing it over the weekend? Why are you so tan, right? And then we go play underwater rugby. Wait, you mean rugby? No, not rugby. You mean polo? No, not polo. We mean underwater rugby. And then we show them what it's all about.
My question is, there's a basket, there's a ball, they've got half court and they've got free throws. Why is it not underwater basketball?
It's similar to rugby. You keep it protected, keep the ball protected. It's a contact sport, so you'll be tackling each other.
It originated in German diving clubs during the early 1960s, but in all honesty, has very little in common with rugby football.
One way in which the two sports are similar is that the game moves quickly. When it comes to passing the ball, we're allowed to pass forwards. Of course, you can't do that in normal rugby, where you can only pass the ball backwards. But we do move a lot, and it's fast. It's very fast.
Do you find it's less scary being tackled in the water?
Probably. Yeah. It's slower. I like actual rugby.
It's more like slow motion being tackled.
Yeah.
You've seen rugby on TV, regular rugby, and it's a pretty rough game. And I had a hard time getting the reality. You know, I'm a California guy, I'm a sensitive guy, I'm nice. But underwater, if the guy has the ball, you can just tear into him and grab him and pull his arms out of their socket just to get the ball. And of course that applies to me also if I have the ball. The guys show no mercy and they come after me for the ball. So it's very much a team sport, and it's very much about passing the ball and working as a team. And you have the added element of breathing. You have to quickly pass the ball before you run out of air and you go up to breathe.
You don't have to hold your breath for very long, you don't have to be Aquaman, and it's not rough at all. That's the biggest misconception that people have about the sport.
You're holding your breath a lot, so you have this feeling of, you're going to run out of air, and you just say a little bit more, a little bit more.
There's a lot of fighting underwater. It gets pretty rough.
Some of the big boys, when they tackle, you know about it. Usually once you jump out of the water, you got big scratches and bruises all over.
Well, underwater rugby, it's a 3D sport that happens underneath of the surface, as it says its name, underwater. The aim of the sport
is to put a ball, which is filled with salt water, so it sinks, into the opponent's basket.
It's a game played in the deep end of pools. And
we have two teams of 6 in the water and 6 outside. They're free shoving. The idea is to put the ball in the other team's basket. If you have the ball, anyone from the other team can grab you. But as soon as you let the ball go, they have to let you go.
It's like Quidditch underwater. Our passes are 3D. We everywhere. The entire space in the pool is available to us.
The biggest challenge for me was moving from thinking in 2 dimensions to 3 dimensions. Because if you think about it, there's basically an infinite more possibilities where your opponent or your friend might be. And a lot of people I know struggle from looking left and right to looking up and down as well.
We're going to do a little bit, a couple of swims on both directions to see how it goes.
A bit uncomfortable right now.
I love you, Mom. Please say that. What about you, Tom?
Let's go.
Let's go. Step for man. 1 large step for women.
Hello, how are you? I'm underwater.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water.
outside the pool. How does that work?
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually a sub. So when my partner gets tired and jump up, I actually jump down and play for some few minutes. And when I get tired, I jump up again and my partner jumps in the water.
The hardest part of the sport, believe it or not, is not the tackling and it's not even holding your breath, but actually, I think, pairing with someone. So in every position, there's two people. One is at the surface and one is at the bottom of the pool. And you actually exchange at the bottom. So you come up to the surface and take a couple of breaths, and then you go back down to the bottom and exchange with your partner. And so actually the hardest part is keeping in sync with another person.
And how exactly are you guys communicating underwater?
Yeah, so it's really hard. Really, you have a partner, you have your positions, and you have a partner in those positions that you swap with. So you try and just signal them in with your hand, just wave them down when you're almost out of air. So you'll swap, and then if you're trying to get a pass off of someone, you pinch them or tap them, try and get their attention, because you can't talk to them, of course.
I used to play around 15, 20 years ago in Finland, so it has changed only a little. So there's maybe some different tactical things. You can't actually communicate where you are. You always need to read the situation and the game.
Lewis Hoskinson, and I play for the Canberra Underdogs.
Excellent. How are you enjoying the comp at Wagga Wagga?
It's good. It's nice and casual, and but still, quite intense at some points.
Excellent. You got knocked to the head. Are
Yeah.
you really feeling that today? Got a bit of a hangover going?
Definitely
Was it
got
the alcohol or the hit?
more the hit. So I got a bit of a lump, which is a bit like sore, but as long as I don't hit it against anything, it works all right.
It's okay, as long as you don't touch it, you'll be fine.
Entonces, a mí me han apasionado todos los deportes acuáticos y en algún momento...
I'm passionate about aquatic sports, so to be able to do a sport that incorporates my own skills was amazing. Using your lung capacity in such an explosive, powerful, and dynamic game, the only thing you can do is be totally concentrated on the game underwater.
So what do you enjoy about underwater rugby?
I like the fight. Yeah, it's very competitive.
The physicality of it and the breathing makes your body feel very good.
Yeah.
Have you thought about doing boxing instead? If you're really liking the fight and the physicality, like just drop the water and just box.
I did kickboxing, but I don't like sweating. So underwater, you can't really sweat technically.
Yeah. I guess too many people do boxing, so you can go to a national championships in underwater rugby and be pretty average.
Yeah. And it's a teamwork as well.
Good call. Take this shit sport which no one else plays and you will be the best easily. This is good tactic.
Okay, Davrell here, poolside with Hans Jonsson, playing your first season with Polisen?
The second season with Polisen, yeah.
How did Andreas Tall convince you to play for Polisen? You are from Linköping.
Yeah, he didn't have to. It's a very professional arrangement, and I enjoy to be here. It's fantastic.
So you have played for a long time. You're one of the older players now. You're
not the oldest in our team, but I started to play in 1992. So it's 27 years.
And you're still playing great. How do you explain that?
I don't know. I'm a great swimmer and a good defender. And I like to fight.
Started out as a swimmer and then moved to rugby?
Yes, correct. I swam 12 years first, from 7 years old.
Okay. Yeah. So there's an important message there. If you want to be good at rugby, you have to be good at swimming.
Yeah. I think so. It's a good start. Very good start.
No, I started swimming when I was about 5 years old, and I did a lot of free swimming. And swimming, it's there's so many laps you can do, you get bored. This is a turn to just swimming. Competitive swimming ends at a certain age. This, I will do the rest of my life.
I was a very keen rugby player when I was in school, but I had knee injuries, and I saw an article about this club in the Metro and thought that it would be a good thing to try out with my dad because we were both into our spearfishing together. The first major hurdle you've got to get over is using a snorkel and being able to hold your breath underwater. And the next step that you've got to get past is just dealing with the pressure in your ears as you get a bit deeper, because we play in a pool that's 3.8 meters deep.
We have quite a lot of players who have had injuries elsewhere from other sports, and they're able to perform at
peak levels.
Peak levels, competitive levels. We're not disadvantaged because of that. Underwater, we're all equal.
Before I started playing underwater rugby, I was big. My weight was 200. Before I started playing, I was 225 pounds. In 4 months, I drive my way into 198.
Women competing with men in mixed teams.
We've got a lot of speed where the guys have brawls, so we're often the ones making a breakaway with the ball and actually doing the scoring.
He's a swimmer and he studied marine biology, and he's got 3 siblings, and the siblings named him Fish Boy because he spends a lot of time in the water, so he's here.
How do you join? What's the process like, you know?
Well, normally we try to welcome anyone that is interested in water sports. Overall, one of the key parts probably is that they are able to swim.
Anyone can play underwater rugby. You don't have to know how to swim in order to play. And when you have a purpose in holding your breath, like snatching the ball or scoring a goal, it's much easier.
How do you think it went, Joey?
It was very intense, and I can feel my dad butt going down a lot, and I feel really healthy right now. Definitely would do it again. Really good aerobatics. Yeah, aerobatics.
Hey, Peter. I tell you what, that's the most difficult thing I've ever done before. Really? I think I touched the ball once. Well, Rob, thank you very much for teaching me underwater rugby. I'm glad you came along and enjoyed it. I am Peter Okwoche, underwater rugby player, BBC News.
So many technical skill you have to learn because everything happens underwater and everything happens so fast. So, you know, like when you are doing sport, you need to breathe. Your heart are beating so fast. But the challenging aspect is when you cannot breathe, then what should you do? So this is something you need to learn, to be able to calm yourself down, to be able to hold your breath.
Keep myself calm under stressful situations, especially when you're not able to breathe. And at the same time, people are trying to tackle you, trying to take the ball away from you. And that's basically what really attracts me to the sport.
Now I'm having an interview with 2 players, one from both teams. Czech Republic won by, I think, 16-0, so it was a blowout in a sense. But let me start with you introducing yourself. Please introduce.
I'm George Dorogi.
Martino.
So let me start by saying a fact for you guys. We've seen 13 games today. A white team during these 13 games did not score a single goal. And there was 1 draw, otherwise the blue team won all the rest of the games 12 times. What do you think about that as a white team representative?
We were white 4 times and blue 1 time. We won 1 time and lost 4 times. What is this? I think the pool is slanted in the direction of blue.
With the defense versus Mikael Rasmussen. So Rasmussen can get revenge now on Gassner. Round number 5 in penalties. Gassner waiting patiently, tries to get a hold on the ball. Rasmussen, Gassner trying to go for the strength wrestle.
Oh wow!
Let's get the ball!
Wow.
Gassner!
Oh my God!
Gassner defended!
How on earth did he do that?
Gassner with the defense.
How did he just rip that ball out of Rasmussen's arms?
And now Krefeld has to score, and they still have Pieper and Graf in the tank.
Please. That is incredible. What arm strength do you need to be able to do that?
Who's going to take it?
Okay. Number 8, white.
The attack number 8. Yannick Graf is going to pick up the ball for Krefeld, and it's gone Simon Schäfer.
Oh, wow.
This is like a star-sprinkled lineups here on both teams. National team players going against each other. And then in the mix, Max Keiten, who takes down Søren. Oh man. If Krefeld is going to win this, Max Keiten is going to have the day of his life.
Yeah.
White, please. White. 8. Oh, please.
He's got to move the ball back to the middle of the pool. It's not the player who's got to start in the middle of the pool, but the ball.
Ready?
And Graf taking a slow approach coming from above.
Simon Schäfer starts on a goal.
Said it a couple of times.
Does he move out the goal? Yes, he does. Oh,
Graf!
Oh, whoa.
Lose the ball for a moment. Oh,
Simon Schäfer. Wow.
The tension is insane.
Yeah.
And the knee kick there, Yannick Graf coming in. He's got, oh, Simon Schäfer has got a bit of a hold on to Graf. Graf
gets
being impatient. Oh, there we go! Krefeld takes it! Yannick Graf with the execution against Flipper. The defense from Manuel Gassner. What an insane nail-biter of a final here at the Champions Cup in Berlin 2023. Max Kreitner, ladies and gentlemen.
Both in men and women, so...
Congratulations to both teams
well
on a
done,
fantastic
Norway.
game.
First time for the men, was it so?
First time for the men to win.
Yes, for the women, I think it's been several times, but not in the last few years.
Yes.
The game is over.
Winner of the match, Germany, gold medal. Congratulations, Team Germany. World champion, Norway.
Nice interception by the Norwegian defense here, lying in front of the basket. He pushed the ball out of the danger zone and back in the Colombian hands.
Creo que es Rember está
Oh,
intentando pasar
that
el
was a
balón. We
wide
have
pass
one of the
over the-
Colombians.
oh, the
¡Gol!
first goal!
¡Gol! ¡Gol
That
de
was-
Colombia!
that was
Increíble el
amazing by the
pase
Colombian player.
desde la
I
esquina.
have
El caleño ahí agarrando. No fue el caleño, perdón. Juan Carlos Quintero.
Oh, nice pass in
Parecido.
between the...
Federico.
the-
Y
oh, that was
había robado.
incredible.
Había robado
Number 99 stole, almost stole the basket from the Norwegians. Oh,
¡Gol! ¡Gol de Colombia!
Wow.
¡Gol de Colombia! ¡Increíble! No lo pude. Creo que fue
The
the last
people in
seconds.
the hall are counting
Colombia is
down.
defending.
And
Norway's
I'd say
attacking with everything they have.
3 more seconds. Colombia is world
Colombia,
champion in underwater
campeón
rugby.
del mundo en rugby subacuático, la primera vez en la historia.
World champion Norway with a 1-0 goal lead. And Colombia
Amazing,
is new world
amazing
champion,
match.
and the Colombians are also Champions Cup winner. And most of these players
Congratulations
have
to
been Orcas
Colombia.
from
Congratulations to
the
Norway for the second
team
place.
from Medellin. So the Orcas most of the Orcas are now Champions Cup winner and world champion. Amazing game. Congratulations to Norway for this game, and big congratulations to Colombia. And we're
It has been
switching
an
now to the
amazing
winner
match.
ceremony. Thank you for listening to us. It was a great world championship because of you spectators.
Thanks so much, yes,
Goodbye
for
here
being
from
there,
me,
for
Wolf.
interacting. We need to get ready for the closing ceremony. Has been an amazing match. Colombia has been in possession of the ball most of the time. Norway had trouble to really keep up and to be in possession and to be able to attack. And it has really been very physical, very tight.
Pass downwards, picked up.
Oh, big strong
Rodriguez.
attack on the head there by the German player.
You can see him in a kind of a chokehold. Tada trying to move the ball for Germany. Trying to move in. No, Meskes again. One last chance for them to go. Weissenberger coming in from above, being pulled up. 23 seconds to go.
Germany,
Oh, the ball,
just
too long.
slipping the ball away.
Call by the ref.
Ball by the referee. Holding.
Holding, and it's 18 seconds to go. The last push of the game,
And
the last
someone's
chance for
mask
Germany to equalize,
floating
and they
down
lost
here.
8.
And he should be able to drink it all himself. He absolutely nailed it today. All right, hopefully we'll be able to get an interview by one of the Colombian players and see how they're feeling just before we move to the game between Norway and Colombia from the women's side. we go.
just
Big
moved
push
up.
now.
Goal
Oh,
for
and
Colombia.
goal from Colombia.
The defender
We can see there the defender from Norway just moves up.
just moved up. She thought she was being exchanged, but it was the goalkeeper exchanging behind her.
Oh, less than 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
The crowd starting to erupt here.
No fast
The
break
men
in the
and
world.
women
Good
have
save
done
for
it from
Norwegians.
Colombia. Vamos, Colombia!
Colombia with
Vamos!
the double victory. Men and women's title going to South America.
Six players in the water, please. 6 players.
Best locations in Wagga so far?
Oh, the pool and the pub.
What do you enjoy about underwater rugby?
I find it quite calming actually, like especially doing trainings. Like if you're stressed at work and you go to underwater rugby and you know you just kind of hold your breath and dive down a few times, it calms you down, gets rid of stress, and also yeah, like I guess I'm a relatively fast swimmer, so you know it's good to be good at something.
We did a lot of hard training.
Coming here is very challenging for us.
They are a very strong team, so we will try to do our best in defense and in attack, and we want to beat them, of course.
All teams are improving together.
It's a real pleasure to have this feeling of a community.
You know, being a fan of the water and being a fan of exercise, there's really nothing better than I've ever discovered.
I do want to do this for forever, and I do want my kids to learn it and keep going. It's nice.
Women's sport, I think, is hugely important, not just in terms of physical fitness, but in terms of things like good mental health, a positive outlook on life, and just with team sport, just those team skills. It's about coming along, meeting some new people and having a bit of fun.
And then you just keep coming back for more because the sport is endearing. It's a good sport.
It is amazing, and I think that's why we come back every weekend.
Thanks guys for watching Blitz tries underwater rugby. Today's been a great adventure. I think we almost drowned, all of us.
Just a few times.
Yeah, just a few times. But yeah, hopefully you guys come and try this sport out too.
For sure, definitely recommend it.
Yep.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
All right. Well, good luck to you then, and thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Hans Jonsson, old but really tough.